people, just going to give you my take on the press conference with the Lazar situation. So the day of the press conference, Lazar turns up, Ditchy turns up, Ben Hatchett's in the conference. It's all smoking, it's all on fire. Everything's going great. The back and forth is going off. It's going off the hook. Next minute now, when he walks in there, he gives Ben Hatchett an altercation. As he first walks in, he gets diffused. He sits down. He's sat there. They're going back and forth. Not an issue. Ben Hatchett gets up to leave his chair. Ben Hatchett walks over to Daniel Lazar. Boom, gives Daniel Lazar the belt. Ben Hatchett's picked up, walks off. There was a chuckle from me, but it wasn't from the sake of the punch. It was the whole situation beforehand. Because one thing I don't, whether you like Lazar or don't like him, any man, no one deserves to be hit on the sly. And no one deserves to be hit when they're down, regardless of who they are. So Ben Hatchett's walked off. As I've turned round, I then see Ditcher over him with a few people around him, so I've run over, pushed him out the way and started throwing him off him. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Because Lazar, whether you like him or not, he's a character, and that's why we brought him to the table. So then I put a few men around Lazar, to stand around Lazar, to make sure he gets touched, to usher everyone out. But just going back to that, halfway through the press conference, some 6'1", 6'2" black guy walks in with his hood up, mask on, and he's walking through, staring everyone through the conference halfway through it. And I look around, I don't know who this guy is. So I shake the guy's hand to get a feel for him and find, who he is, and let's say, yeah, cool, whatever else. But he come in with a vibe. So he starts creating these vibes. So anyway, next minute, it's all been diffused now. Ben Hatchett's he's left the building, Ditchy's left the building. They've kept Lazar there where he's safe. Then Lazar's been took outside. He's got a few of his boys outside. And little do I know, this 6'1" black guy is with Lazar. He's coming there creating the vibe. Then on top of that now, Lazar's talking when he's there how we can come with. I was going to go to Ben Hatchett's door with Mans, and he's going to go to this door, and I'm saying forget all that. It isn't about that. You know what I mean? Then he tells me he's bringing 20 to my event. What are you bringing 20 to my event for? This wasn't really about that. But then little do I know now is that Lazar that morning done a video saying how he's willing to punch. He might jump over the table and start punching faces off and so forth. So for me, is it a smoke screen or what is it? Listen, I don't know what it is. But there's three ways people can deal with these situations. If you're a fighting man, you're going to take it to the ring and say, right, well, this is what happens at press conferences. Ditchy, you fucked, I'm coming for you. That's one way you can deal with it. Then you've got the roadman way, where that's what Lazar was talking at the end of it. It's going to go the roadman route, which you're not a roadman, so it doesn't suit you. And then you've got Lazar's way himself, where if you look out for Daniel Lazar and say, well, look, you're not a roadman, we get that. You're not a fighting man. Then you're going to go to the police and whatever else. That's his way. You can't fault him for being a snitch, so we can't shout down his YouTube channel, Snitch Your Bumperclart, when he's talking the same talk. If he's going to go that route, he can go that route by all means, because that's what happens at press conferences. It was all hypes, and in our eyes, Lazar and his team staged that. Do you know what I mean? Look at him now, his views have gone through the roof, everyone feels sorry for him, and everything else. I've got messages on the phone from him. At the end of the day, why would we set up Lazar for the 15 grand fight when 3D Fight Club is worth way more than that? Do you understand what I mean? So, he wasn't stitched up. I'm not going to condone what happened because it was wrong. It was a piss take. You know what I mean? It was a piss take. To get sideswiped, no one deserves to be sideswiped at all. You know what I mean? Nobody. Whether you like the man, you don't like the man, you do not deserve to be punched like that. Not an issue at all. But then you've got to look at the same time as well. Lazar's coming up here doing videos beforehand. I'm going to come up there and I might jump over there. They better put out that same energy, and I'm jumping over the counter and I might punch this person up and do this person. You know yourself, what you put out to the universe, you're always going to get back. Regardless, you're always going to get it back. If you're going to put out that energy, you got to back that energy, because like you said, Lazar said coming up on the morning before he was coming up, yeah, Snitchy Bumperclart, best have that same energy. Well, I'm not being funny. When you left London with that energy, come here and the energy kind of reversed on you. Well, I'm not condoning what's been done at all, not at all. To hit someone on a slide, but you've got a lot of dynamics around it. You put it on Ben Hatchett when you first walked in there. And Ben said, like what you're saying, you started putting it on Ben Hatchett, and we diffused you and set you down. No, I'm not sticking up for Ben Hatchett, because Ben Hatchett, what he done was fucking wrong. You know what I mean? It was wrong, wrong's wrong and right's right. I'm not going to say what he done, it was wrong the way you banged him, but if you got an issue with him, you should have pulled him to one side. I told you, just leave it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now all you've done there, really, and then you're saying you're going to sabotage the show. Them things happen at press conferences, and you can't start going all cheeky as all like you were set up, because you're not special enough to get set up. You know what I mean? Not special enough to get set up for you at all. So forget all that, because if it was to set you up in Manchester, you wouldn't have left Manchester. You know what I mean? So look, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you come here, yeah, with that energy. I don't agree with what happens to you in our spot, but you come there with that energy. That's what happens at conferences. What I really think it is now is that any normal person, and I know people ain't fighting kids, who would have turned around and said, right, he caught me on the chin, the fight's on, the fight's on, the fight's on. But because the fight's bare knuckle and you felt a bare knuckle on your chin, you don't want it. You know what I mean? And you're going around the other route and getting everyone on the media to say, I set you up to make it look like, I can't go there, I got set up. We all know that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? And listen, if I was to set you up, it would have been our soldiers, my soldiers. Well, I'm not going to set you up, you fucking idiot. You got set up. Come on, man, do you think I'm going to risk you getting banged out at a press conference didn't benefit 3D Fight Club for the fight, because your fight with Ditch does bigger numbers? Think about the logic side of it. So you weren't set up at all, so stop doing it to get on the internet just to get internet fans now.